What's up, guys? It's me, Sergio, with MobilityDirect. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to compare two awesome power wheelchairs. One is the Ally by Golden Technologies. The other is the Ally Pro. Now, like always, folks, I'm not just going to tell you what's great about them. I'm going to also tell you what I don't like about them. And if you want to see a full chart of the specifications, I have a comparison chart here. I'm going to put it on the screen at the end of the video so that you can compare and review every single specification down to the nitty-gritty at your own pace. I'm also going to put a hidden message somewhere on the screen. If you spot it, it's going to give you access to an exclusive discount code that will allow you to save big on your next purchase at MobilityDirect. So pay attention. Now, these two power wheelchairs are awesome. They're super powerful. We actually torture tested all of our top-selling folding power wheelchairs on a steep incline made of grass, and both of the Ally power chairs performed the best. Wow. So if you need something powerful that can go up hills, these are two really great options. The fact that they also fold up, they're easy to put in the trunk of a car, is just icing on the cake. Now, they both support 330 pounds, which is unusual for a lightweight folding power wheelchair. You're going to learn all about that and more. I'm also going to tell you about the third Ally, which is the Ally Sport. It just came out. Very similar to these two. The only difference is it folds automatically. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll tell you more about that one as well. By the way, folks, if you're more traditional and you want a printed catalog showing all of our latest products, make sure you claim a copy. It's free. Go to our website, mobilitydirect.com. Click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog. Fill out the simple short form, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. You can also call the number below, speak with our non-commissioned sales experts, give them your address over the phone, and they'll process that request for you. All right, so let's talk about the standard Ally, okay? This Ally is going to have pretty much the same exact joystick as the Pro. Okay, it has Bluetooth capabilities. You can check the battery range on the app on your phone. You can actually remotely operate it. So if you need to bring it away from your couch or your bed after getting off, you can go ahead and do so with the remote control feature on the app. Now, again, the Ally and the Ally Pro support up to 330 pounds, which is awesome. Very powerful motor on both. One of the big differences that you're going to see here is that the Ally does not have suspension. The Ally Pro does. So here you can see suspension on the front. It is adjustable for suspension coils, and big difference here on the front wheels, you've got omnidirectional wheels that stay put. So even when you're turning, the wheels kind of glide. And that's going to be convenient because it keeps the narrow factor, right? The width of the front and the entire chair is going to stay at a certain point. With the standard, you can see those wheels tend to flange out to the left and right as you make turns. However, with that being said, the turning radius on the Ally Standard is much better. The Ally has a 28.5-inch turning radius, where the Pro has a 37. And that's because the entire distance from the front to the rear on the Pro is much greater. So keep that in mind. Now, the Ally seat assembly for the backrest is fixed. You cannot recline it. Whereas on the Ally Pro, you can. With the Ally Pro, you just pull out these little tabs on each side, and you can actually recline the seat. Not too much, but that is something that I have not seen on any other power wheelchair. So if you want to recline your back and not be so fixed straight up at like a 90-degree angle, that's a pretty notable feature to consider. Something else that's unique about the Pro version is that you've got these little tension adjustment knobs, and you can actually adjust the width of the armrest pads on the Pro version only. Now, on both models, you can flip up the armrests. You can also change the joystick from being on the right to the left-hand side. There's a USB charging port area with a C and a standard USB charging port that you can use to charge your electronic devices with on both models. Both models also have a light equipped to the joystick, which is kind of going to give you like a headlight effect. Not too bright, but they both come with that. Now, keep in mind, folks, we have in-depth reviews for each model. So if you really want to learn all about each model individually, check them out. In this video, I'm just talking about the differences between the Pro and the standard version. Which brings me to my next point. So there is about a $300 difference in the price point, and in my opinion, you do get quite a bit more with the $300, which isn't much. You get the suspension, the adjustable armrest, the seat that reclines, and you do also have more lighting. On the rear end, you actually have brake lights right here. Kind of hard to see right now, but the battery does have a light on it, both on the Pro and the standard version. The only difference is you have the right and left lights on the frame. Now, both have automatic brake levers, just like most power wheelchairs. It's always going to be in brake mode when you're not using the joystick handle to move it. So if you run out of battery on a hill, you're not going to have to worry about rolling down that hill uncontrollably. I really like the joystick pad here. It's not like your typical carrot style joystick handle. It's more of a palm grip, which to me feels like it gives you more control. The joysticks are very intuitive. They have voice prompts on them. It's going to tell you if you're going in reverse.
Reversing.
It's going to tell you if you're changing speed modes. It's going to automatically be locked when you turn it on. So as you get in and out of the chair, it's not going to go anywhere if you accidentally hit the joystick, which is a really nice safety feature that I don't see on many models. If you want to learn more about its Bluetooth capabilities with the app, check out those in-depth review videos because trust me, there's a lot to learn and it's awesome. Now, something else to consider is that the Ally weighs 65 pounds, whereas the Ally Pro weighs 75 pounds. So it's a pretty big increase in the overall weight. That could be a huge factor because if you're going to be picking this thing up, or someone is, they better be able to carry 75 pounds. It doesn't come apart. The battery comes out, but the battery is lithium. It barely weighs the thing. Now, both of these chairs fold the same exact way. What I like to do is lift up the foot plate, and then you're going to look for these tabs. There's one on each side. You just give that tab a push, and it folds in on itself. It is a pretty big chair. It's not a small folding chair, but this one's definitely a lot lighter to pick up compared to the Ally Pro, which again weighs 75 pounds. Even for me, that's a lot of weight. So consider who's going to be helping you out and make sure they can lift 75 pounds comfortably. Now, going back to the front tires, you have omnidirectional wheels in the front, which in my opinion, don't perform as well on loose dirt and grass, especially when you're making turns compared to having those standard caster fork wheels that turn around and can actually turn with the direction that you're going in on uneven terrain. All right, so I'm going to show you an example here. The powerful motor allows it to go forward and backwards, no problem. With the standard front wheels, the wheels in the front kind of turn with you as you're turning. I tried this same exact maneuver with the Pro version, and because the omnidirectional wheels are on the front end, it doesn't allow it to smoothly turn as it's trying to turn. The friction from the wheels being stationary prevent it from making the turn as well on uneven, loose terrain like this grass that we're on now. So keep that in mind. Even though it's a Pro version, the standard performs a little bit better on areas like this where the ground is loose, mulch, grass that's dry. If you're trying to make a sharp turn, especially at a standstill, the standard's actually going to perform better. With that being said, they both have the same motor system, so they're very powerful and can go up some of the steepest hills compared to any other folding models in their class. The omnidirectional wheels are 10 inches. The standard wheels on the standard version are 6 inches on the front. Now, the rear tires are both 10 inches, inflatable on both models. Now, let's talk about the batteries one more time. They're both lithium batteries, TSA approved. You can go on airplanes, cruise lines, no problem. However, on the Pro setup, it gets a little bit more mileage. You get about 13 miles on a full charge, whereas on the standard version, you get about 9 miles on a full charge. To me, that doesn't really mean much because at the end of the day, when you're riding a power wheelchair, you're not just going full speed, non-stop all day for 9 miles at a time. Most of the time, you're stopping and going. To do even 6 miles on one day, on a trip in one day, is very difficult. I've tried it many times. I've gone to Disney World all day long on several different models, and most of the time, at the end of the day, the battery's still almost fully charged. So I wouldn't let that deter you from getting either model. Just make sure you have a charger with you when you go on vacation, and worst case, if you need to charge it overnight at the hotel, on the cruise, wherever, do so. The batteries come out really easily. The batteries have a charging port on them, so you don't even need to bring the chair up to your room or in your cabin. You can leave it in the car outside of your stateroom. Just bring the battery and the charger in and charge it overnight. All right, now let's talk about the seats. Not much to talk about. Identical shape, size, width, and depth on both seats. Again, the main difference is the backrest on the seat for the Pro version can recline slightly. Now, they both go about 5 miles per hour with the same exact speed settings on both because they both use the exact same joystick controller. All right, now I'm going to go and venture into a topic that no other dealer is likely talking about, and that is the fact that these are manufactured by a company called Robooter. Yes, they have different models under a different name, and they're imported from overseas. In my opinion, though, I would prefer to get it through the Golden brand. Golden Technologies is an American manufacturing company which probably has the best reputation for customer satisfaction in the country. Golden Technologies offers industry-leading parts warranties and an in-home service agreement with the purchase of every product. If something goes wrong within the first year, Golden's including a 1-year in-home repair contract, so you don't have to go anywhere. A technician will come to your home and replace the parts that are approved under your warranty. Golden's just known for providing quality support to their customers long after the sale is made. So if you need a battery, you need parts, you need anything, they're going to be there to work with your dealer to get warranty claims approved quickly and efficiently. Golden has a quality assurance checkpoint system that they go through with every product that they ship. So before it even gets on the shipping container on the truck to make it to your home, they're opening up the box, they're inspecting everything, making sure that everything works properly. Now, I don't know what the process is like if you order it directly from Robooter, but I could tell you when you order any product from Golden, they make sure they handle things correctly, and that quality assurance process in and of itself, to me, is worth it. The price is going to be exactly the same, so there's really nothing to lose when you order it from Golden instead of Robooter. I think it's just the peace of mind that would make me choose Golden every time. That's going to pretty much wrap up the video. I know a lot of you are going to be asking about the Ally Sport, and here's my honest opinion. In general, I don't like mobility devices that fold automatically, and that's because I'm a technician. With automatic folding mobility scooters or power wheelchairs, you've got a lot of extra components and a lot of things that can break and go wrong. We actually prefer not to recommend automatic folding mobility devices because of the fact that they are so prone to failure with all the extra components, the actuators, and the different moving pieces that allow it to fold automatically. Not only that, the Ally Sport version, while it does look cool and function cool like a transformer robot, the weight capacity is reduced significantly, the seat size is much smaller. Overall, I would get the standard version any day over the Sport version, which folds automatically. That's just my personal opinion. As a technician, I highly recommend sticking with the standard or the Pro version. Not to mention, the Sport version comes in at a much steeper price point of around $3,400. Now, keep in mind, we offer discounts year-round. Now, before we close up, I do want to say thank you so much for viewing our video, for supporting our YouTube channel. We couldn't do it without you. And did you know that part of every sale goes towards funding our mission to give back to the disabled community? That's right, folks. We give away mobility scooters and power wheelchairs to people in need all the time. A lot of these individuals are homeless or they're veterans that can't afford a mobility device. We show up, we give them the gift of mobility for free, and a lot of the times we capture it on video. So make sure you check out our giveaway playlist. Grab a tissue, you're going to love them. And if you want to be a part of that mission, spread the word. Tell someone you know about Mobility Direct. Share our videos on your Facebook page. Together, we can make a difference, folks. One mobility device at a time. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, have a great day.